Hi everyone, William here, and today I'm here for one of our first case studies in English, the first time with Anna. Hi Anna, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me today.
It's my pleasure. Anna, let's start with some simple questions. Who are you? Where are you from? And what do you do today?
Yeah, so my name is Anna. I live in Germany and I work as a mentor and career coach. And I also got to know William because we were doing a training together. So then
Amazing.
I got to know you. And also we had somebody in common that we know that was already hiring, so contracting your services. And she talked about you. She said, oh, he can help you very much. So that's why I decided to come to you for this purpose.
Amazing, amazing. So, talking about your prospecting process, how was before we met, before we started together? How was all your prospecting services, all your prospecting works? How it was working for you?
Yeah, so then just to have a context here a little for people,
Sure.
I'm entrepreneur since last year. So this is something new for me. And in the beginning, I was trying to prospect the clients, the new clients using some techniques via Instagram, for example, doing postings and so on. And it was really frustrated for me because I didn't get any results from that. So then I decided to learn another method. So where I would, instead of waiting people to come to me, so then I would come to people, I would come to a certain specific target group and try to see if they are interested to talk with me. So this is like the beginning of the funnel, the funnel of this prospecting process. Before we started working together, I already had this method that I've learned. So this methodology I was already using in a manual way to learn by my own. I was already able to automate a part of this process.
Okay.
But even though I realized, okay, even though I'm doing this automation of part of the process, it was still taking a lot of time for me. And I also realized that this automation is not only to push a button and wait for a miracle. It doesn't work this way. So then I realized, oh my God, I really need to do a feedback, to this process and say, okay, how is the results that I'm obtaining here in the end of the process? And then to do a new filter or new selections or new strategies in the beginning of the process. And I was having a lot of difficulties with that. So this was my situation before.
Okay, unfortunately for everyone, it's not just to reach start. We always need to think about what we are doing. So this part of the process is really important to us. Okay, and after we met, after we start working together, what you can say that were the benefits or the main points you say, okay, that is working now. That's a good thing about our job we are serving to you.
Yeah, so immediately after I hired you and your team, I realized, oh my God, now I have a lot of time to focus myself on the next steps of this process, because because to obtain, to get new leads is one part of the process. Then you need to do something with those leads in order to make them to become your client, of course. And then I was able to focus on these other steps, which I'm doing until now by my own manually. And also some parts I'm also automated, but it's mainly manually. And because I had time to focus myself on these other steps, I was able to improve myself on those steps. I was also able to test new techniques, new approach, new way of talking with customers, with leads in this case. And then I was also able to improve my conversion from leads to customers, to clients.
Amazing.
And I was also able to, I then had more time to be more mature in this process, because before that I was doing everything alone. I was so much doing the operations. It was so operational tasks that I was doing that I didn't have time or energy to really take a look in a strategical way about everything that was happening, my results, how could I improve. And now I have this time. And on the top of, so not only have the time, but now I have someone to talk with, to discuss with, which is you. So this is something that is very important to mention. That is what you are providing is not only this operational service with your team, but it's also the strategic, how can I say, like a kind of tips, that you give,
Okay,
or
perfect.
exchange, or ideas exchange, or discussions about strategy. So I really see you as someone that I can talk on this level, and this is helping me a lot, because then I'm able to really to put out these ideas that sometimes is my head, but I don't have someone to discuss. So then I have you to discuss, and you also know a lot about that, because you test for your process,
Sure.
because you also need to prospect new clients, and also you have other clients which are also prospecting new clients. So then you have a lot of knowledge about what is working or not working, in which situation, and this is very rich for me. So this is what was happening, I would say.
Amazing. This exchange is really amazing, because sometimes we just see one thing, Oh, I want this kind of people, I want this kind of leads, I want this kind of message, and we have 810 million people on LinkedIn, for example. So we have a lot of people to test messages, to test target people. That there's so much thing we can talk about prospecting, that it's almost infinite. The kind of things we can do. You are in just the beginning of your entrepreneur life. Okay, what kind of tip or advice you could tell to someone who is just starting? What kind of thing you want you to know before starting this life?
So for everyone who is just starting, the entrepreneurship life, I would say welcome to this fantastic world. It's really, really fantastic. So I think the first thing I would say to this person is, please be aware that from now on, it will not be the same. Actually will be totally different from your life until now, because a lot of people who used to be employee in a company, they have this idea that, okay, I just need to be good, very good, competent on my expertise area, so the service that I provide itself. But as entrepreneur, that's not enough. You also need to be very good on getting new clients. And to get new clients is usually a skill that you don't have, if you were not entrepreneur before. And even if before you worked with sales, it's not the same, because now you're going to sell yourself, so it's a totally different thing. So then my suggestion is really that my recommendation is that you really go and search for one methodology on how to get new clients, and learn it, in a very consequent way, and put in practice, especially in the beginning, in a manual way. So then you can really feel which are the steps of this process. And then when you realize, okay, now I have a certain maturity with this methodology, then start doing the automation of part of those processes. For example, hiring, contracting service providers like you, William, especially someone like you, who is not only providing the service itself, so the operational service, but is also a person with whom you can exchange ideas, you can share your concerns, you can share your doubts, because you already experienced this in the past, and you also see other clients experiencing this. So then you have a lot of to share, to give. And then I think the last advice or last recommendation is that there is no right and wrong.
Perfect.
You need always to test. So if the results that you got in the end, it's like, oh, this result is not what I expected, I must have done something wrong. No, you just did a test. And if in the end the result is not satisfying for you, it means learn with them, go again, change something. Sometimes it's not to change the methodology itself, sometimes it change you, your mindset, but change something, and then test again, you know. So I think this is something so simple, but I think only when you're really experience this entrepreneurship life, you realize that you really need to be open and detached to this oh, you must be right, you must be perfect, you must. There is no must. It's everything a try, it's everything a test, you know. And then the maybe the one more advice, one more recommendation is to get near to you people who are also trying to make it right, to get good results. So people who are, he's also able or open to test, and is positive, is motivated, is solution oriented, has a lot of knowledge, and so on, which is someone like you, you know. So then get such kind of persons near to you, because it is not an easy journey, this entrepreneurship life, but it's amazing. It is really amazing if you learn, you know, and learn, I mean, the mindset of being this life. I really think it's amazing, because the amount or the degree that you develop yourself as a human being is exactly how much your business will also increase or develop. It's both will really, I mean, they must go together. It's not possible to say, oh, my business is totally fine, successful, but I'm a shit. You know, there's no, not possible at all.
That's not the way that happened.
No.
I really wanted to get to know everything you say now 80 years before. 8 years ago, because that's exactly the kind of thing that happens. You know, you don't have someone beside you, you don't have someone to talk about, only you are in this entrepreneur life. So you don't know anyone, everybody say, okay, go get a job, go back to your old organizations, don't do that, you don't get money. So you will hear a lot of that kind of thing. And when you surround yourself with people that have the same mindset you have, or at least not a negative one, because that's important too, I think you can grow and your business grow with you. Amazing, Anna. Thank you for that. And just to finish, that's something that everyone always asks me about: content. What kind of content are you creating today for your business?
Yeah, I'm not creating any content. So postings, you mean? This was exactly what I tried in the beginning, to post every day or every 2 days, I don't know. And as I said, I didn't get any results from that, because I realized people who consume content, they are usually just consuming content. They are not really wanting to improve, you know. It's a little strange in a way, but I would say just few people really try to do something with the content that they are consuming in internet. But most of them, they are just consuming maybe to prove to themselves, you see, I really have this problem. But there is no but. They stay there. I have the problem and I want to confirm that I have the problem, and I don't know what happens afterwards. But anyhow, so nowadays the only thing that I post is exactly what we are doing now. So a kind of a successful case or a study case, or you know, some interviews, testimonials, exactly.
Amazing.
Because this is what I've learned, that this is the best marketing, so to say, because then other people, my new leads, they are able to see what my previous clients got from my service. So what actually they got in a concrete way. And this is really, I see the benefit of that, because newly my last, I don't know, three customers, basically three clients, and they were exactly asking me for some testimonials, some referrals in this case.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anna, for all your advice, all your tips, your openness in say to everyone what kind of results are you getting. Thank you for your time, and I hope you can stay together a long, long, long way.
Yeah, for sure. Successful road. Yeah, exactly. Thank you very
Perfect.
much.
Thank you one more time. See you, Anna.
See
And
you.
for everyone, if someone needs your contact, can I pass your numbers to talk, everything?
Yeah, feel free. So if anybody wants to know more details about the service from William, and also what I did, to have, to succeed, and also to learn so much and so on, I am totally open to share with who wants to talk about that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much, and see you soon, guys.